Hey friends, it's T-Man, and we're gonna do a reaction video to JasonBlaha, the gym lifting recruiting fitness gear sleeve, my friends. It's right. He just posted this video, so I think he just had a live feed too. He said something funny in that live feed at the end. I saw just the ending part. Oh yeah, he says, "I'm just about to go lift a heavy weight now," and I wrote it. I wrote there. I don't know. He has me blocked. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, he's going to lift heavy so he could stress and age himself, accelerate aging, because he's addicted to accelerating aging, bro. By doing exercise. Exercise doesn't do fuck all for your body other than stress your body out. See what I mean? There's no health benefits, but people can convince themselves, yeah, exercise got health benefits. Yeah, the only health benefit you're going to get there is accelerated aging. You don't understand how the human body works or what? My God, I don't think anybody understands even lifting, how it works, man. They don't know anything about exercise. Jesus, man, but whatever.
Hey everybody, it's JasonBlaha here. Today I want to chat with you guys and gals a little bit about, again, it's going to be a topic, it's going to be a sore point for a lot of people, but it is a fact.
Yes,
if
fact.
we simply had these three categories of food removed and we just stop eating them, we wouldn't have the health problems we have. The obesity crisis, and most of our health issues would go away. And by health issues, I'm saying...
Yeah, I agree. If everybody went back to their natural diet as human carnivores, like what they're supposed to eat, animal products raw, then they wouldn't have all these problems that they're suffering from right now. That's definitely a plus, yes.
Cardiovascular disease, cancer, diabetes. Okay? Because
That also stress contributes a lot to that, and this is a very stressful environment we live in. That's another issue. It's a known fact that your arteries will build up with plaque the more stress you're introduced to. That's what happens. That's what shortens your lifespan too.
we need to be clear. Those are the three biggest killers: obesity.
Atherosclerosis, heart attack, building up plaque in the arteries. Stress causes this. I know many people have died because they had a stressful lifestyle. They died early. They died young. It's a known fact, dude.
Enormous factor, one of the most enormous factors in all three of them. So we also need to
obesity is a major factor. Well, I don't know. Obesity, because you're eating this food. Is it stressing you? Possibly yes, causing inflammatory response, a bunch of stuff.
Clear on that, okay? But if these three foods were removed and we simply ate none of them, obesity would drop 99%. And
yeah, stop eating slave food and it would all drop right away.
in other words, 9 out of 10 people who are morbidly obese right now wouldn't be in 3 to 5 years. It would be
You mean like Blaha, morbidly obese?
completely gone. They would lose 50 pounds, 100 pounds, whatever. Okay? It would just be gone.
Oh, hey there! Welcome to Destiny!
Sure.
Cardiovascular disease, diabetes, meaning type 2 diabetes, not type 1 because you're born with that. Most cancers. Oh, yeah, people don't want to hear that.
You're born with that? Why are you born with that? You've been eating bananas or something?
And that latter is not even debated. 70 to 90% of cancers, depending upon the disease, because cancer is a dozen different diseases.
Cancer, man, is an adaptation, is what it is. It's because you did something that caused some sort of damage to the cell where it couldn't replicate. It stopped replicating. Think about it. You're not really supposed to die yet. And so your cells stop replicating, and what do they start replicating? Cancer cells. So your body's not replicating anymore natural cells. They start replicating cancer cells. Why is that? It's an adaptation. Because somehow you stopped your cells from replicating. But it needs to keep you alive. Because you need to procreate. Create a baby and die. You know, you got to create more DNA and die. So it's giving you some time there, because it can't save you, because whatever you're doing there, something bad you're doing.
Right?
So if you got cancer, it was because of something you were doing, stress, eating unnatural food. Yeah. You fucked your system, got fucked up.
We're all different. are completely lifestyle induced. Right? So some cancers are not, 90%. They're like 70% lifestyle, 30% just
No, no, no. It's everything that you're doing that is wrong. Everything you're doing that is wrong. That's how you get cancer.
bad luck.
And again, it's an adaptation thing, right? It's an adaptation. If your cells can't replicate, they replicate cancer to keep you alive a little bit longer, to procreate, create more DNA, and then die. That's basically it.
Things like childhood leukemia, definitely on that bad luck end. Okay? Definitely on that bad luck end. But can the early diets of the kids affect it to some extent? Yes. But it's obviously not the sole cause. Let's get over and discuss what those foods are. And I'm just going to break them down. Refined sugars, refined fats, processed meat. Okay? Processed meat. That's your big ones. Okay? Now, obviously, we're setting aside drugs. I'm not talking about alcohol. We're not talking.
Well, refined sugar and salt, they put that in everything. They mix that in just about everything to make it taste good. That shit destroys your cells. It's a known fact. It's a known fact. Sugar and salt will destroy your cells. That's what they do. They kill them.
Talking about nicotine, right? Those are all factors too.
Yeah.
But they're not so much obesity as the other diseases. But yeah, these foods, this is really the problem. And I do refined sugars in first. So again, all the low-carb people would freak out because I'm going to mention butter and bacon. And we need to mention those. And I'm sorry, but that's its own rant. All these people I see out here who are...
Butter and bacon. Yeah, I don't know about bacon, but I don't eat pork. But butter... There's no salt in butter, bro. There's no sugar in there. It's an animal product. It's natural.
Like, are you bacon and butter? Yeah, you look like you eat bacon and butter all day. I
don't know what this obsession he has with butter. He has an obsession with butter or something. Maybe his parents fed him, I don't know, margarine his entire life, so now he's pissed off. It's got to take it out on butter.
Half these carnivore people who say this, you look at them and they're...
Half these carnivore people? What are you talking about? 99.9% of the planet is carnivore. They're all eating meat. What are you talking about? And those who refuse to eat meat, it's a choice. But the entire planet eats meat, so they're carnivores. What the fuck are you talking about? See what I mean? They have to eat it because plants are deficient in what? It's deficient in amino acids, and if it's deficient amino acid, you'll suffer from scurvy. That's why vegan diets, they don't work, you dingbat.
Not in shape. Yeah, you can tell, dude. Yeah, I know that you live on bacon and butter. It's blaringly obvious. All right, now, back over to the point.
I don't live on bacon and butter. When I was a kid, we put butter on bread. That's the closest people, the slave food people like you, the closest you ever got to animal products was putting butter on your bread. That's why they made it, to make it as a spread, to put on bread. They discovered it, and then they could put it on bread. You can eat it. See what I mean? It's a different choice than just drinking milk, even though it's made from milk.
Back over to the point. Refined sugars, top of the list. We know what refined fructose does. And notice
it's kind of like pizza. If you just had pizza and you threw some fucking tomato sauce on it, you know what I mean, mushrooms and some weird shit and everything, it wouldn't be pizza now, would it, without the cheese? See what I mean? You need that cheese because that's the main thing. That's why you're eating it, because it's an it's made from animal products. See what I mean? So pizza would never be a pizza without cheese. It's garbage. Nobody would buy it. Who would buy a pizza with bread and fucking vegetable shits on it with mushrooms and shit and whatever, and with tomato sauce? No cheese. You wouldn't buy it. Why do you think you make grilled cheese sandwiches? You're not just gonna, you put it in there without the cheese. It's the whole point.
Refined sugars, and that counts. Honey counts, by the way. Honey is absolutely a refined sugar, but we're generally talking.
Honey counts, yeah. It's a sugar too, because bees make it. It's naturally made by bees, or whatever you want to call it.
About sucrose, which is table sugar, high fructose corn syrup. I don't think we need to differentiate between the two. People who want to argue about the two, that level of nuance, sorry, you're a moron. the data shows that it's such a small difference between the two.
The data.
That, yes, it's statistically significant, but practically speaking, in terms of error, margin of error, as far as measuring them when you're putting them in foods, they're pretty much the same. Right? There's no practical difference, even though statistically significant difference. In other words, people who care about their health aren't eating either one of these regularly. Again, let's just be realistic. But we know what refined fructose in excess does, and it's really easy to reach excess with these foods, and most Americans do. Right? A huge percentage reach excess purely off these foods, obviously. Refined fructose is a problem. We know what it does in the liver. We know what it does to insulin sensitivity, to fatty liver. Right? We know what it does to things like later glucose metabolism, insulin sensitivity. Yeah, it's a problem. It's going to eventually make you fat. It's going to potentially make you diabetic. It's a problem. All right, refined fats, and I count butter as a refined fat. It's right up there with the vegetable oils.
Yes,
again,
what if we told you that the hottest casino in town...
when these other clowns, let's go to the other end. Oh, it's not, it's better. No, it's not. Objectively speaking, butter is in no way remotely better than these refined oils. Let's come back over to it. They're all refined fats that potentially negatively affect blood work, and they're devoid of micronutrients of real value. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, butter. Butter is lower in vitamins and minerals than table sugar. Sorry. Take the vitamin.
God, I like how he says lower in vitamins and minerals than table sugar. Sugar doesn't have any of that in there. What are you talking about? What an idiot. He's comparing sugar with butter and saying it's lower in vitamins and minerals. Whatever, man. But butter has it, doesn't it? And it's easily absorbed by humans. Our stomachs are made to absorb nutrients. It's not made to absorb plants. Get it? Anti-nutrients. It's only made to absorb nutrients, and we need a lot of it. We have big brains. It requires a lot of energy. So we need to eat a lot of animal fat. We need to eat a lot of animal products. End of story, Blaha.
Vitamin A out, that's the one thing it has. Sugar trumps it in everything else. Sugar is actually table sugar, like just crystalline sugar is higher in tons of vitamins and stuff than even butter is. Yeah. It's a garbage junk food. It is no better than the canola oil.
I like how he says it's a garbage junk food. No difference in canola oil. It's made from milk. How can it be garbage? It's milk. It's milk. That's all it is. Look, if you put milk in this thing and you churn it, it becomes butter after a while. The more times you churn it, that's all it is. It's milk. He says it's garbage. What the fuck?
It's not. All right, these foods are making...
It's not a plant oil, you fool.
You fat. That's it. Do you want to talk about what is contributing the most to...
Butter doesn't make you fat. The more fat you have in your body is this energy source. The leaner you become,
Directly to obesity, not indirectly like the fructose that affects the metabolism and things, right? What is directly affecting the obesity in a real causative manner? All these refined fats.
I don't know what
that counts your vegetable oils, your butter. I'll go on.
Refined fats, okay.
And say that people who are adding too many oils who don't have a high calorie turnover, even adding a bunch of healthy oils like extra virgin olive oil. But you start adding too much of that to your diet, yeah, it's healthy, but this is why you're still fat.
Okay.
It's empty fat calories, and fat is what we store.
Empty fat calories? What the fuck is he talking about?
Okay. But it's empty. We're not getting a bunch of protein and other stuff with it.
Animal fat has everything in it. What are you talking about? It has all kinds of trace minerals and vitamins and shit. What are you talking about? It's not just fat.
It's easy to overeat. Right? This is way up there.
It's easy to overeat fake food like garbage like tofu? Yeah. And inject steroids? Yeah. You can eat artificial food and inject artificial genetics in your body, plant genetics. Yeah, it's all fake, anyways. You're just pumping, and you never really got strong. And so the moment you get off these stupid steroids, guess what happens? your fake strength plummets because you didn't build it. You took a steroid. And then your fake gains plummet too. They go away. Want to know why? Because you didn't build any muscle. And even natural people, like I try to explain, they're not building muscle either in the gym because they're copying steroid people, pumping their muscles. Muscles are built in the eccentric form, like it tells you in science. It is not built concentrically lifting. Duh. And so you're eating artificial food called carbohydrates. And what are you doing? You are pumping, you are an endurance athlete performing in the gym, pumping glycogen in the muscle. And you're trying to convince other people that you're jacked with real muscles and that you got stronger lifting a heavy weight concentrically, when in fact you're really weak. See what I mean? I don't know. You're weak on the eccentric. I'm not saying you're not strong on the concentric. You got good at the concentric, but you're weak on the eccentric and whatever. A whole bunch of stuff. This is just phony shit people are doing.
All these things. But the more...
If you're asking me, people that lift concentrically and pretend that they're building muscles and pretend that they're getting strong are fake natties, okay? It's really simple. If it isn't based on real bodybuilding, eccentric exercise, you damaging and rebuilding your body bigger and stronger, that's how you're getting bigger and stronger at lifting and getting more muscle. If it's not based on that principle, then you're fake natty. So all these people out there that are lifting, I've been watching all these channels, all these fitness gurus, influencers, whatever you want to call them, they all do the same stuff. They all do concentric lifting, okay? They're all fake natties. They're fake natties. I don't care.
Refined ones, obviously, your canola oil and soybean oil.
It takes a lot of patience to build muscle, real muscle, and it compromises performance, so it can't be based on performance. See what I mean? Impossible. It's impossible. It can't be based on performance because there's too much time taken away from the gym during the repair and the remodeling phase, during the building phase of muscle. After you've broken it down, after you've damaged it, you actually shrink when you damage muscles. You shrink, you get small. See what I mean? So if you come into the gym after you just got small, you're going to get smaller. See what I mean? So it doesn't work that way. So the moment you damage your muscles, you get small, then you grow. You lose muscle and then you grow muscle. You have to lose some to grow more of it each time you come in there. But it can only happen once a week.
Bills, your butters, these are your problems. Before people mention margarine, it doesn't really exist.
All of these foods that he's talking about wouldn't really matter what you're doing. They're exercising. If you're not damaging your muscle fibers, you're not growing. Look, bulk diets could work if you had damaged muscles because they require calories, whatever you want to call it. They require a lot of stuff, okay, nutrients, whatever. So you're eating a high caloric diet. It probably would spare the protein and all the other stuff to build the muscle because it's not going to use the garbage calories to try to build muscle with garbage. But then again, you never know. I don't know. I can't tell you for sure. But anyways, bulking though doesn't damage it for you and build it for you. You got to damage it. And if you don't like damaging it, then don't do it. It's really simple, man. It's like this. If you don't want to build muscle, then if you can't beat them, join them, all the fake people out there. And that's what everybody's done, okay? They want to be comfortable at lifting.
That margarine is illegal in the U.S. It's not sold anymore. It's not in your food. That's a dead argument. Lawmakers listen.
Like Blaha, he likes to be a comfortable lifting slave. That's why he has zero results here. The only thing he did is take drugs to show you what drugs can do, the power of drugs. So, Blaha, what are the power of taking primobolan and testosterone? Oh, it gives you a cosmetic look, low body fat, right? And a little bit of puffiness in the muscles. Oh, okay, great. Oh, and you can lift a little bit heavier in the gym. Oh, okay. And you've accelerated your aging because it's pushing you to do that. So if you've accelerated your aging, you're 87 years old. Great.
Listened on that one to the dietitians and researchers who told them, screamed at them for 15 years.
Yeah, sure.
Get it off the shelves, they finally did. So for those who are unaware, that has already been done quite some time ago.
Yeah.
So then we come over to processed meats, all your deli meats, your bacon, your sausage, right? Again, all the fat, the extremely high fat content relative to other meats in these, because all the extra fat and lard that's thrown in, all the nitrates for the preservatives,
Yeah, those are not natural. We don't need in nature. There's no nitrates. There's nothing. This is something fake you're doing.
Right? These are problematic. This is problematic.
Yeah.
So this is where people say, well, I could just follow a lower carb approach, and I think low carb diets can work great. Yeah, man, you want to live on steak and
Carbs are not natural to human beings. It's something you're doing artificially.
avocados and eggs, awesome. I'm on board. No problem for me.
No.
If you're talking about bacon and butter,
No.
yeah, problem. I don't think it's any better than you just consuming massive amounts of table sugar. It's just a different poison.
No.
Okay? So, this is what it comes down to. These are our problems, people. These foods are gone. These problems will go away.
These are our problems, people. These are not your problems.
These problems will go away. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.
Thank God. I'll see you in the next one. Touch, think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. See you in the next one, Borowski. Blah's really out of it.